So hey guys, it is Dave Oconee, CEO of Econize-More. So what is Econize-More again? Econize-More is a tax collective business in goal to reform how taxes are returned to their citizen. With the big slogan of giving $2,000 monthly to low incomers. So, if you want to know about everything we spoke about for Econize-More, about the numbers, the crisis, and everything that involves how we want to give back to the citizens turning in Canada and sharing it to the world, then I encourage you to go look for the other videos that are titled Econize-More. This, I hope, reaches 15 minutes in live for explanations, but it will be a short live, right? Anyways, what are we talking about today? So Econize-More has taught about two business for a long time. Obviously we have the big slogan of giving $2,000 to low incomers, but we want to unlock jobs, right? But here we're not giving a job opportunity to people. Actually, we're talking about a new business. Two new business want to bring into Canada and share it around the world. So first business is wood traveling. So myself, I worked in construction and I worked in a snowfield, right? There's safe places to work in, great places, great pays, exactly. But there's a problem in construction and snowing and these places of work is that when they need more supplies, they need to go back to the source and come back to it. So I don't have a name for the business yet. That's why I tell you follow my Instagram, Econize-More. Econize-More is on Instagram now, right? It's on Instagram now. But I tell you follow Econize-More because we'll come up with a name for these businesses, or maybe at the end of this live. So the first business of wood traveling is actually so what I plan to do, I have to give you the planning from the top to the bottom to see how it can really go long. So how would I start the first business? It's wood traveling, right? So my plan is to buy at least 5 F-150s, right? I buy 5 F-150s. And when a company needs wood, we actually buy wood to travel in between companies, right? So I would have 5 F-150s just traveling wood. We don't do construction. We don't do replacement. All we do is take the wood from a spot and bring it to you, and we get paid for that. That's the first business, right? And as we grow into it and it gets more popular and more construction people want the wood faster, they will call us, and that will make us buy more trucks for more equipment and stuff like that, because the goal of Econize-More and that business in particularly is to travel wood from one place to another. In the winter, we could travel salt. Okay? So, the second business now we are talking about is the car, well, not car membership business, but a garage membership. So basically, I've noticed that people, just out of experience, right? Just out of experience, I have noticed that people with high luxury cars like Mercedes, BMWs, Audis have a problem to find their parts, right? So I wanted to create a business, right? So instead of them going to the garage, right, and waiting for the parts to come in and pay more for those parts, I wanted to order those parts myself. All the Mercedes parts, all the Audi's parts, all the BMW parts, and put it into a storage, right? So how the business work? So basically, a garage is missing a part from Mercedes, right? Instead of going overseas and calling it inside, they call it from my company, and I share them the part. But how do the price go lower for the parts? Because I paid a lot to bring all these parts into here for me to give it to the garage. That's when they come with the membership. They come with the membership. They come to me. They're like, yo, we need Mercedes parts by a lot because we have a lot of clients. We have a deal under our membership, and the parts now for the Mercedes are cheaper because they're paying me through a membership monthly, right? Or bi-weekly, depending on the rate and how the cars move fast and stuff like that in economy, right? So, realistically, what would I need for these businesses to come into work? I would literally need a investment. So that's what the goal of Econize-More is. Before we talk about the money and we reach milestone, we want to take steps, right? We want to share what Econize-More is so it can be seen and investors can be touched and follow with the plan of the business, which could be a turning point in America first, then the rest of the world. So remember, right? This is Econize-More, the new innovation, right? First, we have the wood traveling, right? Which we travel woods from point A to point B. You know what I'm saying? And you pay us for traveling the wood. And we have the car membership, where a garage is paying us monthly or bi-weekly for cheaper parts of luxury cars. And that could be McLarens and stuff like that. But I start the level of BMWs, Audis, Lincolns, and all around there, right? So guys, now let's think about a car. Let's think about a company for the wood traveling. I'm not gonna lie, for Ford, F-150 is a real good name, but that we can take, right? So for wood traveling, right? That's how I like to call my businesses. I like to put my name into it. So obviously, I gotta start with writing Oconee, right? After wood traveling is with construction. Me, I don't really overthink what will catch on to the world. I think that my work is what will catch on to the world. So whenever I put a name, I come with something unique. So we're gonna start with an idea here, and if I come with something better, follow my IG, Econize-More, to know the business name. So now we have Oconee, construction, and wood. What can I call it? I'm gonna call it, like co as cosine for starting. I might call it Co Wood by Oconee. You know what I'm saying? CO Wood by Oconee. For me, that's a long name. So I might make it shorter. You know what I'm saying? But Co Wood by Oconee. You know what I'm saying? Then the car membership. What could I call it? O-Car. Simple. O-Car. That we're gonna keep. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I like the O-Car because I was thinking, oh, you need woods, but I'm trying to make it shorter. O on woods. Or on woods. Alright, guys, we have the names. So the wood company, where we travel from point A to point B, is going to be called Onwoods. And the car company, where I order parts for garage to have faster repairs and faster parts easier is going to be called Ocar. So guys, Econize-More would like to present Onward and Ocar. Onward, a company that will travel wood from point A to point B without the constructor having to wait 30 minutes or going back to the source. And Ocar, a company that will receive the parts for you, that will order the parts for you for the garage to have it cheaper, so everything can be fixed easier, and even the price of repair is cheaper, right? So guys, this is Econize-More, and we want to present you Onward and Ocar. Thank you.